Now at 6 on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45, Guilford County School Superintendent Mo Green opens up about his decision to resign, what's ahead for him. Plus, after a first grade student gets dragged by a school bus in Winston-Salem, school officials want to make sure something like that won't ever happen again. And a former North Carolina legislator says he wants to be the state's next governor. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sharon Stone. Those stories are coming right up. First here at 6 o'clock, meteorologist Monty Montello is here with the first check of your weather on the One's forecast. Really a mild week so far, Monty.
Yeah, we're rolling.
After announcing his plans to resign as superintendent of Guilford County Schools, Maurice Green is speaking on his future plans. Green made the announcement at last night's board meeting. Our Brandon Livornia has been following this story since it broke last night. He joins us live with the latest information. Brandon. Safety concerns are being addressed at Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. A student from Union Cross Elementary was dragged by a school bus. Amara Mokwe has more on the efforts.
It happened.
The Highway Patrol is taking its evidence to the Forsyth District Attorney's Office so they can make a decision on charges. This is the man police say tried to kidnap a 5-year-old girl in Winston-Salem Sunday evening. Calvin Fluitt Jr. is charged with first-degree kidnapping after police say the child's mother reported pulling her from Fluitt's car. We talked to the girl's mother, who says Fluitt told her he wanted to give her some candy. He is due in court January 7th. To the 2016 political race, a former state lawmaker is challenging Governor Pat McCrory in the Republican gubernatorial primary. Robert Brawley served for many years in the state house before losing his seat in the last election cycle. He was considering a run for that seat again in 2016, but says there were bigger issues he wants to tackle on a bigger stage.
You do. You have to look at trying to get into a leadership position. And I can tell you from being in the House for 20 years, yes, you can get a little of attention, but the governor's the one who signs the final bill.
Brawley has just 3 months to get support in his run against McCrory in the primary. The winner will take on the winner of the Democratic primary between Roy Cooper and Ken Spalding. 3 couples are challenging North Carolina's law, giving magistrates the option to refuse to perform same-sex marriages based on religious objections. The Charlotte law firm representing the plaintiffs filed a lawsuit against Senate Bill 2 today, claiming it violates the state constitution. Caroline Vandergrift takes an in-depth look at the issue. The attorneys who filed the lawsuit expect the state to respond sometime in January or February. No word yet if the Attorney General will defend the suit or if the legislature will have to hire its own counsel. Senate Leader Phil Berger issued a statement defending Senate Bill 2. He says, "Every North Carolinian seeking a gay marriage license since Senate Bill 2 became law has received one. This is just the latest attempt by the far left's political correctness mob to force their beliefs on everyone else by trampling the First Amendment guarantee of religious freedom." A major education overhaul bill that would replace No Child Left Behind is heading to the president's desk. Today, the Senate passed the bill that will return a significant amount of control over school accountability and testing back to the states. It will continue federally mandated reading and math exams, but the high stakes associated with those exams for underperforming schools would be gone. The measure would also ban the federal government from mandating or encouraging specific academic standards like Common Core. The president is expected to sign it. The governor's task force on safer schools focused on drugs and gangs at their meeting today. The group is made up of teachers, elected officials, lawyers, and law enforcement. Governor Pat McCrory created this force to look at policies or laws needed to make schools across the state as safe as they can be. The group says the community must be involved to make that happen.
We work hard every single day. I mean, school safety is an everyday conversation for us. A lot of people think that it's just a law enforcement aspect. But school safety is a community aspect now, and it's a community responsibility, so everyone's involved.
The task force also swore in new members during the meeting and presented Secretary Frank Perry with the School Safety Excellence Award. The Revolution Mill project is moving ahead with a significant amount of money from the City of Greensboro. City Council approved an urban development investment grant of $1 million to the Self-Help Venture Fund for renovation and revitalization of the property. City Council also approved another grant of nearly $388,000 to Natty Greens for new capital investment in property, machines, equipment, and new jobs. Natty Greens plans to expand, tripling the number of barrels it brews and adding a restaurant to the mill.
The old Carpenter shop, which is a freestanding 9,000 square foot building, that is a great vista from Yanceyville. So it's wonderful. We're going to build a huge bridge across the creek, and the restaurant itself is going to be different than the one downtown.
Self-Help took ownership of Revolution Mill in 2012. It has several development plans, including more than 100 apartments, studio spaces, and a fitness center. Someone is trying to spoil the holiday spirit and hurt those in need. Why police need your help after this break. Police need your help finding this man. They say he stole a Salvation Army red kettle in Winston-Salem this afternoon. This is an image from security video. It shows the suspect walking away with the kettle from the Lowe's Food in the Renolda Manor Shopping Center. Winston-Salem police say the bell ringer took a bathroom break. When he came back, the kettle was gone. Police don't know how much money was in it. We're told the kettle itself is valued at $65. If you have any information, you can call Crime Stoppers at 336-727-2800. The American Atheist Organization launched a series of billboards in the Triad that may lead to some spirited debate. The billboards sit between Greensboro and Winston-Salem. They feature a picture of Santa Claus urging drivers to skip church and just be good for goodness sake. Elaine O'Connell talks to the organization behind the signs and people seeing that message on display. There are nearly 200 American Atheist partners and affiliates all across the United States, including 5 in North Carolina. Those billboards will be up through the end of the year. Cam Newton reflects on life a year after a very serious car crash. Jason Brown has that in sports. And the issue of immigration continues to be a hot topic. How a policy group is talking about the issue in our Carolina Minute. Thank you, Monty. Stocks remained in the red today. Let's get the latest on the economy now from our team on Wall Street. Make a violin from scratch. Be sure to join us again at 11. Honda Aircraft, based in Greensboro, makes a big announcement, what it is and how the international company is growing at 11. That is our time here at 6. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Hope to see you back here at 11 on ABC 45.